What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. In this one, I am going to be talking about how to develop a masculine aura. And the reason why I'm making this video is because I'm not sure if you've noticed, but there's a huge problem in society today. Men are becoming more feminized, all right? Women are becoming more masculinized. So if the women used to be down here and the men used to be up here, what's happening is everybody's just kind of meeting in the middle. And we're losing sight of a lot of the typical gender roles and behaviors that tend to go with each gender. And it's making for a lot of confusion, a lot of terrible relationships, a lot of men trying to figure out why they feel so crappy and why they can't get a woman. Well, let me explain to you why this problem is so incredibly important. It's because now, in order to attract a woman in today's society and command authority over her, which you are supposed to do as the man, you're supposed to be the head of the relationship, you now have to become hyper masculine. Remember how I said that there are guys that used to be up here and the women were all the way down here? Well, even the guys that were, only a little bit masculine could still get a woman. But now, since all the women have become masculinized, every single man that gets a woman and has a successful relationship has to be a man that is incredibly masculine, or it's not going to be a good relationship. It's not going to be working out well. Unless, of course, the woman is on birth control, which crushes her estrogen levels, makes her infertile, and actually makes her more attracted to extremely feminine dudes. Isn't this a crazy society that we're living in, where women actually take something that makes them less fertile, so therefore they don't care about being as attracted to someone that is a provider, someone that commands authority, is a protector, and worthy of respect? Pretty crazy, all right? So if you're dating a woman that's on birth control, you can very much get away with being feminine as a man, but I really don't recommend it. You should try to be as masculine as possible, because that's how it was supposed to work. That's how God created us in the Bible. God made woman to be the helper of man, and he said, hey, woman, you shall seek to control your husband, but he shall rule over you, all right? Women love to wear the pants in the relationship nowadays. And if you let them, they will take it without skipping a beat. Because as God said, you shall seek to control your husband, but he shall rule over you. A woman always wants control over her husband. A woman always wants power. So the man needs to be masculine enough to keep her in check, in order to maintain the healthy frame of a traditional relationship. All right? If you're not careful, if you don't apply these principles, you will become a simp. You will start drooling over women. You will put them on a pedestal. You will start saying stupid things like happy wife, happy life, which is an absolutely ridiculous phrase said by men that are constantly obsessed with trying to please their woman as much as possible and keep her happy, because if she doesn't stay happy, they know that she's going to undermine the entire relationship and it's going to destroy all of their lives. And she's probably got the man by the balls, because she at any point can leave him and take 50% of everything that they own, take payments from him for the rest of their life, and leave him alone, sad, and broke. So that's the current situation that we're living in. Women inherently need to be told what to do. They need to be bossed around. And at the end of the day, a lot of women, when they meet a masculine man, they will become more feminine. They will fall into their feminine aura when they meet a man that has a proper masculine aura. Most women are running around today masculinized because they've never met a man who is actually worthy of commanding them, of having authority over them. All right, so here are 10 things that you really need to understand when it comes to developing your masculine aura. Number one is going to be physical strength. This is going to be the foundation. In order to be a masculine man, you have to have physical strength. You have to be in shape. Nobody is going to take you seriously when you are 100 pounds overweight, when you are eating chips, sitting on the couch, watching the football game, drinking beer every single day. You need to put effort into your body. If you respect yourself, other people are going to respect you as well. You will notice when you walk into a room and you are fit, you automatically command respect from every single person in the room. They will treat you differently. All right, so be someone that is strong. Be someone that is capable. Some guys are just going to be short. All right, they're going to be short. Women aren't going to find them quite as attractive because they're not commanding as much. They're not as tall as other guys. Work with what you have. Become a short, stout, strong, masculine man. You can most definitely do it. Work with the genetics that you have been given in order to max out all of your stats. Physical strength, one of the most crucial points. Number two is going to be being emotionally disconnected. Now, when I say this, a lot of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, Brandon, why would you ever tell men to be emotionally disconnected? They need to be in touch with their feelings. No, you're wrong. That's horseshit. If anybody ever tells you as a man that you need to be more in touch with your feelings, leave. Just don't ever talk to that person ever again unless they decide that they're not going to spew garbage like that out in front of you. The truth is, a man should practice being nonchalant as much as possible. He should be above the conversation. He should be in a place where he's not driven by emotion. He is driven by rationality. And he is level-headed during times of chaos. He is a rock that someone is able to look to even when things are crazy, even when things are hectic. You are emotionally stable, all right? You are not erratic. Do not let your emotions rule you. Do not let your desires rule you, which is another thing we're going to get into later in the video. So this aura of being emotionally disconnected is extremely important because women will feel it, how much you care about things. And these other tips are really going to help you get into that sort of emotionally disconnected state. All right? And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a good thing. Having power over your emotions and not letting them control you. You're a man. That's your job. That's why you're the leader, is because you're not supposed to let emotions dictate what you do. Number three, you need to be willing to go against the grain, all right? Even in public. And what does this look like? Well, it often looks like making people feel uncomfortable, even in public settings, by questioning authority, questioning rules, pushing the limits in society to see what you can get away with. Not caring about manners as much. People say, oh, no, you need to act this way. Really? Do I need to act that way? Why is that? Ask those types of questions. Going against the grain, doing your own thing. Having something that is going on behind the scenes at all times gives you this aura that you really don't care what other people think. And if they disagree with you, you're just going to go off and do your own thing anyways. Like, you don't go with the crowd. You're not a lemming just following somebody else off of a cliff. You think for yourself. You think independently. All right? Number four, time alone. This is one of the most important ones. Because the truth is, most men don't spend any time alone because they can't. They hate being alone with themselves, and when they are alone by themselves, gonna call you guys out on this one, they're distracting themselves. They're scrolling on their phone. They're watching YouTube. They're watching TV. They cannot sit there in boredom and go do something by themselves. You need to develop independence, all right? You need time alone. You need to like yourself. You need to like spending time alone with yourself. It's one of the most important things. And you need to be able, in a public setting, to tell everybody, even if everybody wants you to be somewhere, you have to be comfortable telling them, no, I'm not going to be there. I'm going to go be alone for a while. I'm going to go do my own thing for a while. And I don't care if I let other people down. You just go and you do it. You prioritize alone time where nothing else is distracting you, all right? You don't need anyone else. You can always go off and do your own thing. Now, people should almost feel bad talking to you and distracting you when you are trying to be alone, because you should be a man that is on a mission. You should have a purpose. You should constantly have something that you're working towards. I get this all the time. When somebody calls me on my cell phone, they usually say, hey, Brandon, I know that you're really busy, man, but can I have 5 minutes of your time? This is how people should value your time if you have developed a masculine aura. They should be extremely happy to talk to you. They should be very thankful for your input on something because they know that you've got other things that you're focusing on. And if you don't have other things that you're focusing on, a man, what the hell are you doing? All right? So make sure that people value your time, and the only way that you can get other people to value your time is if you value your own time first. If you have that respect for yourself and you like being alone, all right? Number 5 is going to be having principles, aka a code that you live by, that you do not deviate from no matter what, all right? These principles can be based off of your values, based off of your morals, but don't social position, all right? I'm not trying to get you guys to virtue signal and say, hey, this is what I do and it makes me a good person because of this. You don't need to go around telling people the principles that you have and the code that you live by, because the honest truth is they should know it by the way that you act, okay? Your principles and your values should show through in how you act. When somebody says, hey, do you want to go do this? And it's not in line with your principles, it's not in line with your code, you say, no, I don't do that. No, I don't do that. You don't have to sit there and explain, oh, I'm a high value man. Here are my rules. Do you see that? There's so much of that going on in today's society. People trying as hard as they possibly can to position themselves as, oh, I have a code. I have principles. I'm a high value man. I don't do those types of things. That's ridiculous. That's absolutely insane. Don't do that. Don't tell other people about this. Let your actions do the talking. All right? Say stuff like, no, I don't tolerate that. When somebody does something that you don't like, I'm not going to be around people that are doing that type of thing. I'm not going to be doing that thing myself. That's not how I think. Saying things like, no, you're just wrong. No, that's just ridiculous. And then leaving it at that. Number 6, the goals that you are working towards are incredibly important. If you don't know what you're working towards, where are you actually headed? With or without you, I am going to go do something. That should be your position when it comes to the goals that you are trying to achieve. Friends, family, your girlfriend, you should be willing to tell every single one of them, with or without you, I'm going to do these things. I'm going to live my life this way, whether or not you approve or not, whether or not you want to come with me or not. You should always be able to say that to other people. It's this independence that makes you so powerful as a man. All right, number 7, controlling your body, controlling your desires, whether that be making sure that you're not eating everything that you see, making sure that you are controlling your lust, that you are unfazed by beauty is incredibly important. Don't get nervous. Don't walk on eggshells when, oh, there's a pretty girl. She's so attractive. Oh, man, dude, if I could just get her number, if she gave me attention, bro, I would throw all my principles out the window. I would treat her so much differently. No, you need to be unfazed by beauty. You need to have goals that you're working towards, and you need to be in control of your body. Your lustful desires, your desires that are hell-bent on bringing you down the wrong path. You need to have them in check. And a woman will test you when she is around you. Your family will test you. Your friends will test you. They will constantly poke and prod and see, where does he draw the line? Where can I get him to slip? All right? And so you need to be constantly set in stone with roots so deep no one can pull out your tree. That, at the end of the day, is how you should be living your life. Number 8 is knowing what you want. Super, super simple one. Knowing what you want. And the most crucial aspect behind this is decision making. Being good at making decisions and being good at just deciding to do something right then and there. You don't need a ton of time to think about it. You just say, hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do this. Let's just go with the flow. Let's go make it happen. Make the decision. Don't put off making decisions. Know what you want in life. All right? Always try to have an opinion about something. It's something that I have to actively work towards. Being a man can be difficult sometimes. It comes with a lot of responsibility. Know what you want. Don't say, hey, where should we go for dinner tonight? Where should we go for dinner tonight? I don't know. Where do you want to go for dinner tonight? I don't know. Where do you want to go for dinner tonight? No, we're going to dinner here. This is what time I'm going to pick you up at. This is what we're going to do after. This is what we're going to be doing on Friday. If you're available, great. If you're not, that's fine. I'm going to go do it by myself. These types of things are what ultimately cultivate that masculine aura. So know what you want. Not only what you're doing with your time, but know what you want in life and know what you want your environment to look like. Say, no, I don't want my environment to look like that. I want it to look like this. Number 9, leading through action. I've already referenced this quite a few times, but when you lead through action, what you do is you give the people in your life the opportunity to either follow you or to not follow you. You say, hey, come with me, or you can leave. Period. End of story. All right? Leading through action. Don't constantly be trying to enforce your principles on others. They can listen to your principles if they follow you. And if they don't choose to follow you, they can go do their thing. Stay unfazed. Number 10, devotion to your Creator above all else. All right? Your time alone is incredibly important. Not only because it gives you time to be with yourself, but it gives you time to be with your God and time to be with your Creator. God will find you when you are bored. It is during those times when you have no distractions that you start asking yourself the questions that actually matter. What does my God want me doing? What does the person who's all-powerful and all-knowing, who set me on this earth exactly where I am right now for a specific purpose, what does he want for me? Go ask yourself those questions. Pray regularly, by yourself, alone. Not just when you're with other people. Pray alone. Develop rituals alone where you are speaking with your God in a state of boredom. So hopefully you guys found this video helpful. It just really sucks to see the current state of the dating market and how men and women interact with each other when it's just so clear that this masculinization of the women and the feminization of the men is just becoming more and more apparent. We need more guys who are going to stick up for themselves. We need more guys that are independent, that are actually leaders, that are willing to go a certain direction and not need other people to give them validation for that. We need other guys that are not willing to throw their virtue out the door just for a pretty face. Guys that can actually control their sexual desire, that can actually control their urges. And trust me, when you get this stuff together and you present yourself in front of a woman, they will fall right into line. Other people in your life, your family, your friends, they will fall right into line because they have a lot of respect for you because you respect yourself. Make sure to drop a like on the video. Drop a singular thumbs up in the comment section if you watched all the way through till the end. And I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.